I very much appreciate the opportunity to be here on a special day in which we're celebrating 2,000 new full-time jobs right here in the Southland. And to Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle and Madison Markham Mayor Roger Agpawa, U.S. Congresswoman Robin Kelly, and State Senators Mike Hastings and Napoleon Harris. During my campaign, I promised you and the people who live here that I wouldn't forget the South Suburbs. And over the last 17 months, we've come together many times to celebrate the people, the businesses, infrastructure, colleges, and communities of the Southland. That's why I'm grateful for the commitment of Amazon Regional Director of Operations, Mike Flannery, and his entire team for bringing jobs to Madison and Markham. Much needed jobs with benefits at this very critical moment.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you all for joining us this morning. I'm very grateful to be part of the celebration of Amazon's investment in Cook County Southland. Now, let me take a moment to acknowledge some of the folks who are with us. I'm going to do this very quickly, but I want to be sure that I recognize all of the folks who are here. From the Governor's Office, Lisa Duarte. From the Cook County President's Office, Nick Shields, our Director of Communications and Public Affairs, Sandy Lewis, Director of Outreach, John Yonan and Sis Killen from the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways. Let me acknowledge elected officials who are here. The Metropolitan Water Reclamation District President, Carrie Steele. Where did she go? There we go. Thank you. If you would stand. And also Commissioner Kim Dubuque. Yes, if you would stand. Thank you. And Calvin Jordan, who's Rich Township Democratic Committeeman. Thank you. From Markham, Alderman William Barron, Alderwoman Wanda McDowell, Alderwoman Brianna Hampton, City Treasurer Belinda Richardson, City Clerk Jennifer Coles, Administrative Services Coordinator Sonia Khalil, and Rick Foy, who's IT Director. Cliff Taylor, who's the City Insurer, Eric Booker, Media for Markham, Buswart McBride, Media for Markham, Police Chief Terry White, Fire Chief Anthony Mazziota. I apologize for any mispronunciations of names. I'm doing the best I can. Amazon, Jen Crowcroft. Seafried Properties, David Reef. Reggie Greenwood from the Chicago Southland Economic Development Corporation. We're grateful that all of you have joined us today. We're grateful that all of you have joined us. Today, Amazon announced the launch of 2 new customer fulfillment centers in Markham and Madison. And these centers, as you heard from the governor, will bring 2,000 jobs to the Southland with fair wages and benefits. These 2 centers will be more than 855,000 square feet and will utilize Amazon robotics technology to pack and ship consumer goods. Amazon has pledged to invest over $700 million to provide training for 100,000 U.S. employees. This program will help employees with all backgrounds access training and upskilling programs to help elevate their careers within Amazon or pursue a new career path. Since I came into office in 2010, I've made the economic growth of our south suburbs a priority in my administration. And let me tell you why. One of the things we know about this country is that those regions that are the most economically vibrant have the least inequality. I'll say that again. Those regions that have the most economic vibrancy have the least inequality. Now, I'd like to turn the program over to Markham Mayor Agpawa. Did I say that right,
yes,
sir? All right, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to thank very quickly the governor and the president this morning, and I also want to thank a few people, but I won't do it like the president did, otherwise it will be a graduation ceremony. So with that being said, I would like to thank those specific that have worked with us at the City of Markham to move the project forward, and they have been key and moving some things. First of all, I would like to thank Senator Harris for the work that he's done with IDOT and moving things for us, and also thank Senator Hastings as well. I do want to thank my city council that was mentioned, our clerk, our treasurer, our aldermen, alderwomen that are on the council. They worked diligently and very hard to pass legislation locally to make sure things that would move for Amazon's project. So we're very grateful. One of the things that some people don't know a lot of times, behind the scenes there are agencies that are equally important, and I want to acknowledge the MWRD, and that's Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. That is President Steele and Kimberly Boucher. And I wanted to mention, because sometimes those are agencies that aren't quite understood, but you can't build these projects without them, trust me. So with that being said, everybody has worked at the levels that they worked at greatly. We're really glad about that. But one of the things that comes to my mind, and it came to my mind this morning, was definitely we know our internal stories at Markham and at Matson, and I think of Canterbury Shopping Center. I think of the Lincoln Mall here in Matson that I visited. These were vibrant places that had heydays, and it seemed its strife. But remembering that, we also know that that striving and that vibrancy that it had, we know that there were places over time it took a toll on us, some of the disenfranchisement over that time, but we're really grateful for the commitment of where we are now, with Amazon seeing something that we've already known here in the Southland. And that is, we know how to shop, we knew how to do it then, and we know how to do it now. And certainly, shopping has changed in the way that we do things. And so, one thing that has not changed is people have not changed in that regard. What I mean by that is maybe there's a different makeup in the areas that we, certainly that I govern now, the makeup of that community is different. It's a predominantly black and brown community with a growing Hispanic, Mexican, and Arab community that's growing in it. These are jobs that will go to some of those individuals, as I mentioned, and it's a blessing for the Southland to be able to receive these type of things that are coming to it, and it's reemerging. So we're grateful here in the Southland. We have 17 black mayors in the communities that are surrounding here, and we are on the rise to doing great things with the challenges that are ahead of us. But one thing for sure, that we are now in a different type of a melting pot in the Southland, that people are now coming to our borders, as I mentioned, the African American communities, but they're at our borders in a different way. We intend to handle that new diversity in a different and a better way and embrace it as never before. But with the recent crisis and the things that we have faced here recently with COVID and some of the other things that we face, Amazon is a silver lining in our cloud that had come with some of those things. So we're grateful for the commitment and the things that are ahead for the city of Markham and certainly the village of Matson. And I want to thank each and every one of, everyone that's participated and helped. And I would like at this time to turn the podium over to the greatest U.S. Congresswoman in the 2nd Congressional District, Robin Kelly.
President Pritzker, President Preckwinkle, mayors, senators, state reps, commissioners, aldermen, trustees, MWRD representatives, and guests. We're thrilled that you're with us. And I'm thrilled that Amazon recognizes what a great place the South Suburbs is to do business. The South Suburbs are our nation's largest inland port and home to a network of highways, railways, and waterways that connect us to other American communities. Over the last decade, we've seen major investment in the Southland as an e-commerce, logistics, and intermodal hub. Amazon has been the most visible e-commerce investor in recent years here and around the country. It now has at least 20 facilities in the greater Chicago area, counting currently operating and those under construction. And those facilities aren't just warehouses, and a lot of them are in my district, so thank you very much. Amazon manufactures products and ships products to your doorstep, and you saved me yesterday when my husband's Father's Day gift got there right on time, so thank you. And it operates high-tech logistic distribution hubs. It is pioneering drone delivery. It has its own brand new fleet of air cargo. It is, in all respects, on the cutting edge of e-commerce. And with so many Amazon facilities emerging in the Chicago metro area, I am certain that we're going to need a more accessible airport. You know I was going there. That isn't on the other side of Chicago. In fact, Amazon Air has purchased a fleet of 100 new cargo planes, about half of which are operational today. Amazon Air is also currently seeking locations to build new air cargo hubs, according to a new study by DePaul University. The study concludes that Chicago will likely soon need an additional airport to handle future e-commerce needs in the Midwest and across the country, and I know a good place. Luckily, a lot of the new Amazon facilities are within a few miles of the proposed South Suburban Airport. The growth opportunities here in the South Suburbs are vast, and a third airport would only multiply the existing opportunities. We're grateful that Amazon has the vision to see the value of operating in Matteson, in Markham, Pullman, and in Will County. This model represents the future of e-commerce across the globe. We hope that still more facilities and good paying jobs will follow, and that Amazon really makes an effort in employing a diverse group of people on every level of Amazon, from the front line to upper management, as well as suppliers and company partners that they deal with. And with Amazon's help and partnerships, we hope other companies will also realize the advantages of the Chicago Southland. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here in the 6th District, which is in Matteson as well. So thank you, Mayor Sheila Chalmers-Curran, Governor, for your dedication and commitment to the Southland, and President Preckwinkle, who has always been fighting for the Southland, and that has been evidenced by the South Suburban Economic Growth Initiative, which has been growing in the last 2 years and has a definite focus. I'm the Vice Chair of Workforce Development for the county, and as workforce goes, we're glad to see that there will be 2,000 jobs in this area. As many of us know, the Southland residents have the longest commute time of anyone in the entire state of Illinois, I'll venture to say. And now with 2,000 jobs coming in this area, we'll at least have some people employed locally who can live locally as well as work locally, which is extremely important. It's a great pleasure to see Amazon coming to Markham as well as Matteson, and congratulations to all the hard work that's been done by everyone who's here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner. Now we'd like to hear from a representative of Amazon. We're very grateful that Mike Flannery, who's Regional Director of Operations for Amazon, has joined us this morning, and we are very grateful to Amazon for providing 2,000 jobs in a part of our county that we know desperately needs them. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming. Believe it or not, this is dressed for me. I'm very dressed up. So yeah, good morning. Thank you all for joining here in the village of Matteson. My name is Mike Flannery. I'm proud to serve as Amazon's Regional Director of Operations. I'm also proud to say that I call Illinois home with me and my family. For nearly 12 years, I've had the pleasure of being part of Amazon and seeing the business grow here in Illinois. In 2015, I had the honor of launching Amazon's first fulfillment center here in the state of Illinois, down in Joliet, and now having more than 11 facilities and still counting. Today, I'm excited to announce the addition of the 2 new sites here in Cook County to serve across our customers across our region. These 2 facilities will be the first of their kind, located in Markham and Matteson. They will represent our newest generation of robotics fulfillment centers. Future employees will work alongside Amazon's most innovative robotic technology to safely and efficiently pick, pack, and ship smaller customer orders such as books, electronics, toys, and household goods. We anticipate both buildings will launch in time for the 2021 holiday, so start your shopping lists, and we'll create more than 1,000 new jobs in each fulfillment center, full-time jobs for a total of 2,000 jobs for the community. We'll also be hiring roles for human resources, operations management, safety, finance, and information technology. Amazon jobs are great. We have industry-leading pay starting at $15 an hour with comprehensive benefits that start on day one. Both include health, vision, dental, as well as a 401k and 50% company match. One of the benefits that I'm most proud of is the benefits that we give our employees to both grow professionally in the training, development, and long-term career growth that we provide them. And at Amazon, we want to help our employees learn the skills needed for today. Most in-demand jobs. So last year, Amazon pledged $700 million to provide workforce development and training opportunities to more than 100,000 U.S. employees. These programs will help Amazonians from all backgrounds assess training to move into highly skilled roles across the company's corporate offices, tech hubs, fulfillment centers, retail stores, and transportation network. That investment, in addition to our long-standing Amazon Career Choice program, in which the company pays up to 95% of tuition for the courses related to in-demand fields, regardless of whether the skills are relevant to a career at Amazon. Since the program's launch, more than 25,000 employees have pursued degrees in game design, visual communications, nursing, IT programming, radiology, just to name a few. Since our first day, we received amazing support from the communities across Illinois, and I couldn't be more prouder to see Amazon's growth in the state. I want to say a sincere thank you to Cook County, the City of Markham, and the Village of Madison, because we have been humbled by the outpouring of support that we received by so many people throughout the state of Illinois. I think wow is the word. I want to specifically thank Governor J.B. Pritzker and his team, Board President Tony Preckwinkle, President Sheila Chalmers Curran, Mayor Roger Agpawa, U.S. Congresswoman Robin Kelly, State Senator Michael Hastings, and State Senator Napoleon Harris. Again, couldn't be more proud to be up here representing the state and Amazon and welcoming these new jobs to the state of Illinois. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're very, very grateful for Amazon's investment in the Southland. Just as we need help and support in Washington, we also need help and support in Springfield. I'd like to introduce next State Senator Michael Hastings.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So my name is Mike Hastings. I represent both the Village of Madison and the City of Markham and many other Chicago suburbs. I want to extend my congratulations to Mayor Sheila Chalmers Curran of the Village of Madison and to Mayor Roger Agpawa, two of my mayors in the 19th District. What we have in these great leaders are two committed, truly dedicated civil servants that really want to benefit our communities. To their village boards who are here today, because I know we have aldermen and trustees that are here today, the work that you do seems to go unnoticed, but when that building is built, your work will be known, and that is so important. Thank you so much for supporting your mayors. And to the real workers on the ground, the village staff, you put in countless years working on these projects. I know that, serving as a senator for the last 8 years. Now you can finally see your hard work come to fruition. Congratulations to you as well. Governor Pritzker, President Preckwinkle, Congresswoman Kelly, my colleague Senator Harris, and my state representative Debbie Myers-Martin, to the Cook County Board, to the Cook County Water Reclamation District. We have a combined arms team and a combined effort to make this happen. There's a few folks that are here today from the school districts that weren't mentioned that I really want to mention. Bill McClinton from School District 159. Bill's the president of our school board, signed off on this project. Thank you, Bill, so much. We have one of the greatest pastors in the entire state of Illinois, Pastor Singleton. Pastor, thank you for the community support. To the Speaker of his house, the First Lady, Mrs. Singleton, is here as well. Thank you for coming. And last, everybody has to have a good village attorney. We're lucky enough in Madison to have Bert Odelson, who's here as well today. Bert, thanks for coming. It's evident that no one government entity can do this alone. And so thank you so much for making this a relatively seamless project so far. So it's so hard to find good news these days, given the pandemic and other issues facing our state, but today is a great day. To Mike and the Amazon team, thank you for choosing the South Suburbs, and selfishly, thank you for choosing the 19th District. It's been wonderful working with you, whether it's on developing projects or with Anya on your policy team. You guys are great to work with. You're professional, and that's all you can ask for when it comes to dealing with folks. And to David Wright from Siegfried, where's David at? Thank God we don't have to talk on the phone anymore. I think we've spoken more than I've spoken to you more than my wife. So thank you so much. But these projects that are being built right now are some of the most important regional projects that the South Suburbs have had here in decades. Some of the residents in our community have expressed their concerns with my office. They see traffic, they hear road construction going on, they hear the loud noise of construction equipment. Some people see that as problems. I see that as progress. And the one thing that I want to reassure our residents in the neighboring communities that surround these development projects is that not only is our state government committed, but our local governments are committed as well to making these projects work for you. Whether that's beautification efforts or traffic signals or increased police patrols, I think it's important to reassure our people that not only are these facilities going to create thousands and thousands of construction jobs, thousands and thousands of permanent jobs, thousands and thousands of ancillary jobs, but the people of the community are what really matter. And I know that our boards and our villages and our cities are committed to that. In the next year, over 3 million square feet of regional distribution facilities will be built, creating these jobs and to help support these facilities. But as we move forward in constructing these projects, we still have more work to do. Refurbishing the old Lincoln Way High School to become a state forensics crime lab. Whether that's redeveloping the old Lincoln Mall site to be one of the most world-class retail developments that the state has seen, to finally completing the South Suburban Airport. It is clear to me that from Markham to Matheson to University Park and down the I-57 and Harlem corridors, we are primed for development, and we look forward to more exciting announcements to come. God bless you all, and thank you so much for having us today.
2 state senators with us, in addition to Senator Michael Hastings, our neighbor, Senator Napoleon Harris.
Thank you, Madam President, and good morning to everyone that's here today.
Good morning.
Thank you to Governor Pritzker for his presence and his support for this project, and to all my elected officials. I'm not going to go down the list like Madam President did, because we'll be here too long, and they've told me to be brief and be concise. So first and foremost, I would like to thank Amazon for their investment in the Southland, and especially their investment in the 19th District and Senator Hastings District, as well as mine in the 15th District. I've been lucky and fortunate because Amazon has now 3 facilities in the 15th District, one in Monique, the one in Markham, and coming forth at University Park as well. I'd also like to thank Mayor Sheila Kern, to my right at the Village of Madison, and my mayor, Mayor Roger Apagua. It's been a pleasure working with these 2 mayors because they've shown their commitment to the Southland and to their respective towns, to their boards, who've done excellent work on the, not just upcoming weeks, but a few months and years leading up to major projects like this. It's also important to share the stage with my colleague and friend, Senator Michael Hastings, Congresswoman Kelly as well. A lot of points that have already been made today about the jobs. And Senator Hastings mentioned the concerns of citizens. They see the traffic, they see the construction, and they have concerns. And he said he sees it as progress. Well, they've also voiced their concerns with me as well. And their concerns is more so on the jobs. What's in it for us, Senator Harris? Amazon and other companies come into our community all the time, and we're left out. I've had conversations with Amazon and the 2 mayors, and I believe that Amazon is committed to making sure that our community is well represented in all rounds of this project, whether it comes from the construction, the jobs, the professional services, everything that's included, the communities that these companies come into should be well represented. So thank you to Mr. Flannery for your due diligence in coming to our towns and to our respective communities, and we know that you're not going to let us down. I would also like to add on, in addition to 2 points, another point that's been made by Congresswoman Kelly as well as Senator Hastings, is the addition of the third airport. It is very clear that it's needed. We see the fulfillment centers coming up, we see traffic coming up, we have great intermodal, we have great transportation through here, and Amazon is going to continue to build out the platform throughout the South Suburban region. Governor Pritzker, I'm calling on you to come and help and support us in our efforts in securing the third airport here in the great state of Illinois. This is another economic development tool that we can use here in the Southland to create jobs, to have better foundations for our future. We know that we're coming through, dealing with COVID and the devastation that it's causing our job market and the many families around. And not only that, to our social and economic problems that persist. These are things that we cannot continue to run from. We must look it straight down the eye and confront it head on. And these economic opportunities are opportunities for us to do just that. So I'm calling on all my leaders here, all my elected officials, the clergy, the businessmen. We have to come together and to continue to build projects like this beyond not just Matteson and Markham, but throughout the entire Southland to build a better future for our youth and our communities. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank
Good
you,
morning.
President Preckwinkle. Today is a very historic day in the 38th Legislative District. We are beginning a new era of economic development in the Southland, and it is exciting and it's about time. To have an industry leader such as Amazon to construct 2 fulfillment centers within our district says a lot about our unique parcels of available commercial properties throughout the Southland. But moreover, the highly skilled workforce that resides in our region. I want to applaud Governor Pritzker, Congresswoman Kelly, Senators Hastings and Harris, as well as President Preckwinkle for their valuable assistance in making this day a reality. I also want to applaud President Chalmers Curran and Mayor Akpawa and their administrations for their hard work and due diligence in working with the Amazon team in getting these projects rolling. So all we really need now is the South Suburban Airport to fulfill that whole economic picture. Both leaders, both mayors, are still in their first term of office, but have accomplished much in a short length of time. Again, congratulations. Amazon represents the biggest example of what we already are proud to have in the Southland. Inventive companies, a skillful workforce, and outstanding communities. We are very excited that Amazon will be bringing career-growing opportunities for our incredibly diverse population of residents. Again, I applaud all of our elected representatives for their great leadership. I am excited about Amazon, and I thank you so much for being here to share in this first step of an entirely new era in economic development. So thank you again.
Thank you very much. I want to thank all of our speakers. In particular, we want to thank the governor for joining us. We're very grateful to, and of course, Mayor Akpawa, but all of our elected officials for joining us too. Now, if there are any questions, we'd be happy to answer them.